everyone, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today I'm going to be using products that need more love in my collection, showcasing a bit of my Guerlain. And if you're interested to see what I come up with for this summer look, please keep watching. So if I look a little frazzled this morning, I'm filming very early. My body thinks it's Monday, it's Sunday, but I had a day off on Friday because it was a holiday in America. And so my body thinks it's Monday, so I'm filming pretty early. It's okay though. I'm sure as soon as I turn off the camera, I will be right back in that bed playing my little iPad game or something. I'm not feeling super ambitious today, but I did want to film a look using some of my Guerlain products. I've been thinking a lot about the new collection that just came out, the Majestic Feathers, and how it was just a little bit disappointing to me. There are also some things that intrigued me. I haven't picked anything up from that collection, but I did want to go back to one of the products that got me into the brand, and that is the Summer Jean. This is Ombres G 518. I believe this came out in 2023. I think. I'd have to look back in my makeup journal. I think this came out in 2023. I got it on the second release, the second go round when they restocked. This was so hard to get a hold of, and it was also very, very expensive. This was $90. Now they've since gone up, well, not the regular ones, but the most recent one that I purchased was the Pucci collaboration, which, because that was a collaboration, I paid $105 for that quad. So it's not the most expensive one I have, but it's one of the most beloved releases from Guerlain in recent years. It's one of Violette FR. She's the creative director of Guerlain. This is one of her very first releases. So it has the denim cover with the beautiful stitching on it. It still looks so beautiful. It's got the gold thread for the bees and the raised stitching for the poppies and that denim background, so beautiful. And then it has this really interesting color story. As you can see, it has the deep denim blue, it has a light lavender, a gold, and a nice satiny brown. So I'm just going to use a couple of shades from this quad. I'm not going to go full blue today. That's a big reason why I bought this palette, but I'm not going to use probably blue today. So we're just going to see if this palette still holds up for me. So as per usual, I've done skincare and sunscreen. I've done my brows, I've primed my lids, and I've primed my face. I actually use the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder in translucent, the little sample I have. And so yeah, let's get into this look. So I have my big Diamond Dust compact from Chanel just for a mirror today, and I'll probably use the highlighter as well. But I'm going to start off with the Stylo Ombre et Contour. This is the eyeshadow crayon from Chanel in Mauve Chrome. I'm going to be using this as a base, and it's a really beautiful silvery purple. This was released with the Camellia Futura collection this spring, and I thought it would be a nice complement and base for the colors in the quad. So as you can see, it's got that bit of golden silver shimmer to it. I'm not really sure. It's like a really, really light gold, and it just looks really, really nice. And again, Chanel will say metallic, I will say glittery. That looks more glittery, shimmery to me than metallic. And then I'm going to go into the quad Summer Jean, and I'm going to take my ring finger and just go into that purple shade right there. And just deepen that up. Now, as I recall, I tend to think that this shade works a little better with a brush than with a finger, but because I'm not trying to go too heavy today, and I've already got a nice base down. I'm just going to tap it on. That's very pretty. I think it looks really nice with my eye color. Next, I'm going to take this crease brush and I'm going to go into that satiny brown shade right here. I'm just going to do a little bit on the outer V and in the crease, just to give some definition. It's a nice warm shade. Still very blendable. Got that bit of illumination from the satin element in it. And after a few years, these shades still seem really pigmented. That's a swatch of the blue. And there's a swatch of the gold. Just so you can see that they still seem just as pigmented as when I picked them up, which is very nice. And then I'm going to take my long-lasting eyeliner in Espresso. Just gives some nice definition. Brown always goes beautifully with purple. Next, I'm going to go in with my Le Correcteur de Chanel. And my Le Beige Water Fresh Tint in medium light. Don't need much today. And then for blush, I'm going to go into one of my favorites, and this is kind of a rediscovered favorite because I've been using it so much lately, but this is the Terracotta Superbloom. Technically, this is the Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow Powder, so if you buy this in the non-limited edition, it's one of the ones with the three colors mixed in different blocks all around it, but this one is in Honeybee. It did have a spray over at one point. It was a pearly pink, and they did release one earlier this year with a gold spray over. But it's really beautiful without the spray over. It's just a really nice glowy blush and just easy to mix all the colors together. It looks, I mean, it does look like a bronzer, but for me, it really acts like a nice blush tour. And then, of course, a bit of Diamond Dust highlighter. This was from the holiday collection. Time to add a bit of mascara back in. And then to finish off the look, I am going to add the KissKiss Bee Glow Lip Oil, Bee Glow Oil, from the KissKiss Bee Glow line. So many words for one product. Anyway, this is in Lavender Glow. I picked this up last year when it released. It's a really beautiful formula. It's nice and silky and nourishing on the lips. And this one is very pigmented on me. You can see it just kind of sits on the lips and makes it really glossy. And it just feels really, really nice. It feels very balmy, like a thick oil. As you can see, it pulls a little pink on me, but that's okay. Matches my shirt. So this is today's look in lavender, and trying out some Guerlain products that I haven't used for a while, and they still hold up. Still very pigmented, still very beautiful, still staples in my collection. I did purchase a few new things. I purchased one of the Danessa Myricks Color Fix sticks, and I also picked up another product that I saw on Sephora, which really intrigued me. So I've picked up two new things. They're not here yet, obviously, because the holiday shipping is running real fast. But I will hopefully have some new makeup to show you next week. I'm really excited about these Danessa Myricks color sticks. So let me know what you think about this look. What products are you using in your summer makeup routine? We are well into summer now, and those bright, lovely colors. Or are you just preferring to go a little bit natural? That's usually what I prefer, but this is a nice change for today, especially when it's a little bit rainy and glum out. So let me know what you think. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome. All of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one.